Do you have braces? Have you had an orthodontic emergency? Are you having an orthodontic emergency? Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. Hey everybody, it's me, Dr. Ryan Packard in McKinney and Texas. Come and see me if you want. We'll talk about straight teeth and beautiful bites. Well, some of you folks who have gone through the braces journey before know very well that there can be emergencies. Now, we're gonna jump right into this. I found a video online, orthodontic emergency. Young fellow, sounds like maybe got into a fight and busted one of his teeth out. So let's react to this video, this orthodontic emergency. Hopefully this isn't you. All the blood! I
would say we try to get it back in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, an hour, and you know, even at an hour, we're still looking at some loss of potential, whether it's going to be an ankylosis of the tooth. You know, the nerve obviously is not connected to the apex of the tooth right now, as far as we can tell.
don't know if you could hear that, but he mentioned time. All right, if you, whether you have braces on or not, lose your tooth, right? Let's say it's busted out. You hit your face on something, you fall down, or somebody hits you in the face. Neither of those is really nice. But let's say it happens, your tooth is out. All right, very important. You try to get your tooth back in your mouth quickly as possible. And in order to try and save the tooth, the longer the tooth is out of your mouth, of the particular position, the more likely it is to eventually lose, and you can't save it. That's what this dental specialist is saying right now. They got it back in. When it comes out, the nerve, blood supply, all that is just gonzo.
And we'll get it back in there. You know, one of the main issues is obviously having a blood clot up inside of the socket.
Right, it makes it hard to get it up in there.
And getting it as far up there as possible. And then from that point in time, once we get it up there, we will, you know, having the braces here works as a perfect splint. We're gonna tie a few teeth together once we get it up there, and leave them like that, and that will.
Man, yeah. So, listen.
Listen to me.
If your tooth comes out, you gotta try and get it in there ASAP. I'd go visit your dentist. That is truly an emergency. You gotta get that thing back in quick. Now, getting it in, that may not feel very comfortable. Yeah, may need some anesthesia, may not have any anesthesia. And then, did you hear? He said having the braces on there, you know, sometimes people don't like getting hit in the face with the braces because they can cut up your lips. But the fact that you have brackets in place can it can act as a splint, right? That's one of the things that helps teeth or save teeth that have been knocked out or knocked loose, is having something to splint or hold it in place, applying light pressure, put it back into place. Good point.
Serve as our splint.
And ideally, you just happen to be his orthodontist.
Correct.
Yeah, that works.
He'll need a root canal.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you hear that? Yeah. There's a good chance when you get busted in the face, tooth can die, meaning that you might need a root canal, especially if it comes all the way out. You're gonna have to watch that closely over a couple weeks to see if that's something that you need to do to prevent infection, or if the tooth dies, you'll need to take care of it that way.
Here we go, ready?
So,
I need a root canal. That thing's hurt, don't I?
No. You'll be numb, bud, all right? We're gonna get you numb here.
we've already discussed that these end up on YouTube, and he's okay with that. Mom, Dad's okay.
So this is an actual needle. He is getting numb, right? Orthodontists don't usually use these. At least sometimes it gets confused with our etch, the cleaning solution for your teeth before we put the brackets on. This is different, all right? Getting that area numb.
So right now this is an infiltration technique, just trying to get the,
You are doing infiltration here. Putting a little bit of anesthesia locally in that area, infiltrating.
the apex of the tooth, any soft tissue in and around the area numb so that he's okay. You're doing great, bud. You're doing great.
You're doing good, buddy.
The pressure here. We'll get a little bit on this side, okay?
Squeeze.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Just relax. Hey, just relax. Breathe.
Relax, baby.
Breathe for me. Breathe for me.
Just relax, baby.
Nobody likes getting needles in the mouth.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sure. But when your chest is like that.
Don't let that happen to your mouth.
You want,
Excellent advice. Don't let this you know? Don't let that happen to you, okay? You don't want your teeth coming out. It is not fun.
You don't have to go into detail how this happened, but if you want to explain, you just got struck. You don't have
I got hit in the mouth.
Okay, got hit in the mouth with a fist, right?
Yes.
Okay, and struck in the eye too. So
Yes.
we're also going to be doing a CT scan of your eye and the orbit there, looking to make sure you don't have a blowout fracture.
What he said.
Yeah. He's still got a great attitude. Thank you.
He's taking the bracket off.
Taking the wire out because it was keeping me from being able to do it.
Okay, so yes, brackets were in place. He got whacked, the tooth came down, but it didn't come all the way out because the wire was holding it in. So now we got numb because it doesn't feel good when you work on it. It's numb, got the wire out, and now we're pushing the tooth back up into place.
You alright? Feel it a little bit?
By the way, we were talking about permanent teeth here. Don't put baby teeth back in. They're gonna fall out anyway, so just, it's gone. We're talking about permanent teeth. Your permanent tooth gets jacked up and you gotta, then you gotta, back in. Yeah, see where the tooth was? It was like way down there, and now he pushed it all the way back up in there.
I know we worked so hard there on those front teeth, didn't we?
I know. Oh, it's pissing me off.
Pull his cheek back here.
Yeah, we're good. Can I get the, what looks to be like the band pusher?
Now he's using the wine guard. That's cool, plier. Wine guard. Gonna move the wire around, get all that extra, make it straight so we can put it back in the bracket.
It's on this side, it's got a curette on the other side of it. Thank you. And with this type of appliance, we're just able to clip it in, assuming that the clip is still okay. And right now we're looking at the incisal links and making sure that it's all the way pushed back up there. And it appears that we're able to get it all the way back into the socket, which is a very, very good thing for him. Feel that there?
Oh, I feel like
Okay, now what you do is hold the tooth and just put apical pressure on it like I would do with my finger, okay?
You would do it with my finger? Okay.
Yeah, either with your finger, that's fine. At this point in time, we're going to be splinting. Take that out. Splinting a few teeth together. We're taking a very soft wire, hooking it around the teeth.
Remember, splinting is another way to hold the teeth together. So the braces are kind of splinting already. He's adding an extra wire, very thin. He's gonna lace it through to try and, again, the teeth can move just a little bit with the wire. And then if you put the extra lace over it with the brackets, then it's gonna make it even tighter to try and hold that tooth steady while it heals or while it tries to reintegrate back into the bone.
You can let go of it for a second. Hold it. Thank you.
So he's doing like all those things like orthodontists, like ninjas, okay? But basically he's just spinning the lace, that extra wire, he's spinning it to make it tighter between each tooth. Again, just trying to support and hold still that tooth. That was just, sorry for that guy, but it can happen. It could happen to you, all right? So be very careful with your teeth. They're not glued into your mouth, although they are pretty stuck. They can come out. If you happen to be in braces when you do get whacked, it's probably not a bad thing because it, again, it tries to help hold the teeth in place. But if it does happen to come out, your tooth comes out or gets really loose, permanent teeth, one of your adult teeth, I'd call your dentist pronto to make sure that your teeth are still healthy. And then if you need a splint, braces, or sometimes other wires to help hold the teeth in place while they try to heal, or just to see if there's any bad reactions, infections, or the death of the tooth that occurs, they'll want to know all of that. Before we finish, this is probably a more rare orthodontic emergency. In fact, it's like a legitimate emergency where you need to get healthcare immediately. But most of the time with braces, there's like, poking, it's poking your teeth, you're poking your gums, or a wire shifted, and again, poking your gums, or sometimes a bracket broke off, or an appliance is busted, or retainer's busted. Those are what most people think of when they think of orthodontic emergencies. And, if it's not hurting you, and you can function, you can eat, you can talk, and do the things that you need to do, if something does happen, you could probably call in and then say, hey, can I wait till my next appointment? Or can I come in at your soonest convenience? But if it is hurting, definitely give your provider a call to let them know and see if they can be helpful to you. So good luck with those orthodontic emergencies out there. Well, that was a pretty intense video. Hopefully you learned something and enjoyed. I mean, I like looking the dental professional. Great job. Way to handle it. Poised, just wine guarded that thing and spun it all up. Okay, it was awesome. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel so that I can open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth, sometimes some orthodontic emergencies, and beautiful bites. That's all I've got. Just a little PFOing so you know where you're going. Packard out.